Georgia Tech. I love these games are at the end of the season. Clemson's already clinched that bowl eligibility, so they'll be playing in somebody's bowl. But a big game, for either team, right? You want to just get momentum going forward for your program, right? If you're South Carolina, you've already came out and said that you're sticking with Shane Beamer. He's going to be your coach in the next year. He's already came out and said, hey, we want to be in these CFP rankings next year. This is supposed to be the year for you, right? Last year you started off rough, finished season strong. You went 9-3. You felt like you deserved to be in. You didn't get in, right? This year's been tumultuous, right? You fired your offensive line coach. You fired obviously your offensive coordinator Mike Shula. And I hate to say this, but for Shane Beamer, your job's on the line next year. I really believe that your job's on the line next year. So you got to get more out of the running game. Rajul Faison was supposed to come in and be that guy for you. But you haven't got enough from the run game. And in games you were supposed to win, you had teams on the ropes like Alabama, like some of these earlier games. Your quarterback turns over the football in inopportune situations, right? So if you're South Carolina, it's a lot on the line because you need to build the momentum you need towards the end of the season, and you got to get more talent around your quarterback, right? It's going to be a big offseason because a lot of people want Lenora Sellers. Say what you want. It hasn't been his most phenomenal season ever, but a lot of people want him, right? You're going to have Miami in there, maybe even LSU. Like, teams are going to be betting the house to try to land a prospect like a Lenore Sellers. And I think he's like been hurt and restrained a little bit, y'all, by not having an adequate coaching. Not necessarily from Beamer, but from the offensive coordinator, from the people in the room. So first things first, if you're Shane Beamer, as soon as this game is over, you know what I'm saying? If you don't, yeah, because you're not bowl eligible, you got to find an OC, somebody that can really amplify the talent of Lenore Sellers. That is crucial for you if you're a Shane Beamer moving forward because you want him to feel comfortable and not have him leave. And then you got to get him more talent around him. Better running backs, better wide receivers that can catch the ball more consistently, make big plays, not once in a blue moon. That is what you're going to have to do, obviously, if you're South Carolina. And you got to try to retain your stars. Dylan Stewart, hopefully he doesn't try to hit the portal. He has one more year. Brian Thomas has been really good for you this year with his 7 sacks. You got to retain your talent as well. Fakari Swain was really good for you this past year. You need more athletes that can make more plays if you're South Carolina, and you have to be able to finish games. My bad. Also for South Carolina, you know the good team is in you. You had Texas A&M on the ropes, 30-3, and you somehow lose that game. So a lot on the line for South Carolina. You got to build something here, and you got to move in the right direction with a lot of offseason questions up in the air, right? Now, when it comes down to this matchup, obviously, if you're South Carolina, it's protecting the football. Protecting the football. If you can protect the football, I feel like you can come out on top and win this game. But you got to protect the football if you're the Gamecocks, right? If you have too many turnovers, Clemson's going to take advantage, right? And this is a disappointing year for them. They were supposed to be that team in the ACC this year. They were supposed to be the elite of the elite this year. They were supposed to make a CFP playoff. They're supposed to get to the Natty this year with all the talent they got NFL roster they have. Hasn't been the case. Excuse me, but they've been picking up steam here lately, playing better football. We know Woodass has been playing really good. Sammy Brown leads them in tackles this year. He'll be back for another season this year or next year. Adam Randall has stepped in as a converted wide receiver to running back and has played a big role for you. Um, you know, so this one I will lean more towards Clemson. I like the program. I know this was not a great year for them. But I think a lot of learning lessons in this one moving forward. You're gonna have to replace your quarterback, K Klubnik, likely. So you'll have to have a new quarterback at the helm, but you got pieces all over, man. Brian Wesco will have one more year. You know about TJ Moore, who's having a good year for you. So you've always had pieces. Now next year is just capitalizing on that. And the expectations, I think, next year will be down just a little bit compared to this past year, man. But for Clemson, run a rock with Adam Randall. Hit those big plays down the field like you have all year long with TJ Moore and Antonio Williams if you can. And you should be able to win this one. Your defense is better than theirs. You should be able to get after Lenore Sellers and make it tough. And it should be a big time SEC win for you. So I'm going with the Clemson Tigers, who should finish 7-5 to finish the year. Tigers should come out on top.